Well, hi there, how are you? Thanks so much for tuning in today. Is it cold where you are? It's really chilly here today. I'm so glad I have my warm, cozy home to go inside to. We've got the fire going, and as you saw in my last video, we have our Christmas tree up, and I think I'm all decorated for Christmas. Except I have a few little projects I want to do, and I'm excited to get to show them to you. So in today's video, I'm going to be making a wreath out of the red twig dogwood that is behind me. I've never done it before, so I hope it turns out great. I can't wait to try it. I just planted this red twig dogwood this summer. It's a new bush for me, and so it's not huge at this point, but as far as I know, it's okay to trim it and use the branches. So we're going to experiment and see how it goes. I think I'll also snip a little bit of my lavender that I didn't harvest. I wish I had some Dusty Miller, but I don't, so I just love that kind of green, dusty look. And I think this might be really pretty in the wreath too. Okay, I'm back inside, warmed up a little bit. In fact, these branches are so cold. I'm hoping that they bend well. And I'm looking at some of the shapes and thinking this is gonna be kind of a wonky wreath, but that's okay. It's just kind of fun to try new things and see what we can come up with here. So if you watched my garland video, I found a new love for zip ties. And I thought, well, I'm pretty sure this is another perfect way to use zip ties. So I'm just gonna zip tie a few things, a few together, and then I will try to weave them in and around, I don't know. But let's see if it works here. Yeah. It's kind of a funny shape, but it's gonna turn out beautiful, I can just tell. These are kind of the two, I'm starting with like the two thickest ones that I had here to kind of get a shape and a form started. I'm not sure if I should weave that in and out or not. I thought that would go the whole circle too, but it's a little bit short. Ooh, that would have been cool. It's almost making a heart shape. That would be a cool Valentine's Day wreath. Do you guys see that? That's kind of neat. Well, anyway, it's not Valentine's Day, it's Christmas, so. So, let's see. I think that's kind of what you're supposed to do, is weave them in and among each other. That's cool. Okay. I thought that I would zip tie two to get kind of the base, but I guess maybe I don't have to. I'm not sure. So, as you can see and hear from my channel, there's some things I'm really experienced with, and other things I'm just learning right along with you. So, a lot of times I have an idea and I can't wait to try it. So we're just learning together. But I think this is going to be really beautiful when it's done. In kind of a rustic way. That's not everyone's style, but I'm okay with it. Especially, I think things are just special when they come from your garden or your property. I wish I had more land to kind of forage from and find things all the time, but we'll take what we can get, and I'm really grateful for what we do have. So, I can't believe how easy this was to really just made one loop, and now I'm just weaving in, whoops, back and forth, back and forth. So over, under, right? Do you remember learning that in elementary school? Over, under, and through. I don't know why I remember that. Let's tuck this little, I wasn't sure if I should cut these off or not, but I think because I'm going for a very rustic look, I think I'll leave them. Sometimes when, do you guys find like when you create something, you kind of just have to be open to who knows how it's going to turn out, you know? And maybe we'll put a few zip ties here and there too. See, I'm getting all these ends. I guess I need to vary where I start and stop. That would probably help. So at my farm this past year, we started hosting some workshops. That was really fun, having people come here and get to work with the flowers. We mostly did flower bouquet making workshops, but I also did a dried floral pumpkin. That was fun. I'm actually thinking how cool this would be for people to get to make their own wreath form. I have wanted to host, I do make a lot of wreaths for the Christmas season, evergreen wreaths, but I use the Mitchell wreath clamp and form system. I really like that. If you've never heard of that, it's well worth the investment. It is a little bit pricey up front, especially if you're not like a big farm or if you're just making them for your own personal use. It is kind of pricey, but I have been so grateful to have that system. It just really makes the wreath making process so smooth and easy. But given that's what I use, I'm not been able to host a wreath making class because I only have one clamp. And in fact, I was thinking of doing a video showing you how that works. If you're interested in that, please let me know. We can do that soon. But this would be something that people could do on their own if you had enough. I don't have, you know, this, like I said, this was my first year with that plant. I do have one other one, but it was even smaller, so I didn't cut anything off of it. But my in-laws have some grapevines. I've also heard of people using forsythia. You can really use anything that's bendy. I know I said I never did it, and now here I am giving you instructions, but I've heard of people using the pussy willows. So I think there's options here. I really love, of course, the red. I think that's just so pretty. If I could just kind of squish it here and get it to be a little bit more of a circle instead of oblong, that looks pretty good. It's funny, my friend Bobby from Gardening on Taylor Mountain, she just shared today on her Instagram, she just shared a post in her stories, and this wreath is reminding me of it. And it had a picture of a wreath, like a Christmas wreath with greens, but then it had, I think it was half the Christmas wreath and then half Jesus' crown of thorns. And it said, you know, the season with the greens, and then it said the reason. And I just thought that was so cool, and I can't help but think about that as I'm looking at this. Because part of me kind of wanted to snip off all these ends, but I was thinking, you know what, it's a really good reminder to remember why we celebrate Christmas to begin with, and I'm just so grateful for my Savior and what He's done in my life. So I'm going to leave that on there. I love it. I love this form. This was so much fun and it was way easier than I expected. I've just really been having fun with these projects lately. Just tuck in a few pieces here and there. And I might snip off some of these ends. I should snip them, or should I don't know. I'm not sure what to do there. What do you guys think? I'm thinking, because I wanted to decorate it a little bit, not the whole way, but I'm thinking if I put the greens and whatever else I come up with kind of down here at the bottom, that would be cool. Or should I do it the whole asymmetrical? I'm not sure. I gotta think about that a minute. Okay, as you can tell, I decided to go with just the greens on the bottom. And I think the final touch is going to be a ribbon there, a little bow. I got this deep velvet red, or deep red velvet ribbon. And I think that'll look nice, so let's try and see what we think there. Yeah, I think that's pretty. My other choice was a dark green, but I think I like this one. So let's try that. I kind of like the new trend is these long velvet ribbons, and they're thin. I've had a few customers tell me that they didn't like it, and that's okay. But I kind of like it. It's like a sleek, modern look, I guess. I don't know. Which I'm not really a modern person, but I just kind of like it over like big, shiny red bows. But to each his own. What do you guys prefer? But there we go. I think that looks nice. I'm excited. You know, I do a lot of creating and making things and I give it away, you know, or sell. I do a lot of that for other people, but sometimes it's just so nice to take a moment and do something for yourself that you want to do. And this one is for my house, so I'm really excited about that. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something with me as I did. I think our wreath turned out so pretty and I'm really excited to go hang it up. Have a great day and thanks so much for tuning in. See you next time.